And now here's Zach Fisher, the graduate student representative at the UCLA Student Fee Advisory Committee, speaking at the April 2nd, 2019 meeting about bylaw violations by Chancellor Jean D. Block.
I'd like to speak just as a student, because these are about principles that apply to all students, but I'd also like to speak as a low-income student who pays $1,128 a year, just like every other student here. That gets decided on, I've been told, unilaterally, more or less, by the chancellor. Ultimately, where does that money go? That tax on every single student. Students who are struggling for food, such that we need an economic crisis response team. We have food pantries that over 50% of graduate students, as we've heard in this room, don't have the income to meet their basic expenses. We have students deciding whether they're going to pay for insulin or food in the most extreme cases, living in cars, going hungry, and we all pay an $1,128 this year, although it could go up, tax to Chancellor Jean Block that he gets to decide what to do with. And this committee should be a serious check on that. It should legitimize his decision. It should legitimize the voice of the students and all interest holders in that money. But it's the students who are each paying $1,128. And this committee has to act as a check. Chancellor Block has acted incompetently when it comes to failing to follow the bylaws of this committee, the only check on him. Now, we have to decide if this is a real committee, and this is all real, or if this is all smoke and mirrors, this is a dog and pony show, because Chancellor Block can do whatever the hell he wants anyway. He gets to decide where the money goes. He gets to take 5 weeks instead of 2 weeks. He gets to say, no, sorry I took all summer, but you're not going to do this, because one student sent him a letter. A student associated with the CPO, when there were 4 or 5 students on the CPO, also when they had a group chat celebrating this accomplishment. I'm not saying I know what happened, but I know when something stinks. I know when it seems like there might be something there. Okay? We all know about the news reports in recent weeks about what's happened to this school with folks. All right? We are not above the possibility of corruption. Every student here pays $1,128, and we're the only ones given any sort of official capability to be a check on a man who has repeatedly demonstrated that he doesn't give a damn about the rules of this committee. At the very least, that's its incompetence. At worst, it's intentional corruption. And I don't know. But I'm here to represent graduate students, and every single one of us is charged $1,128 that Chancellor Block gets to play around with and fund all sorts of things. A lot of that goes to students, a lot of that goes to administrators who are making more money than they ever have, and there are more of them than ever. And they do a great job by and large. I've said that, it's not about the quality of the job being done. But Chancellor Block has not done a good job when it comes to upholding his very serious responsibilities. I would hope we'd all hold him to a high standard, because that is our job. And every student is paying $1,128. To some students, that means more than others. But that's a sizable amount of money for anybody. So it sounds like we're on the substance of this issue, and we're all in agreement that this is the live bylaw, because the chancellor failed to act in time. And so I don't know how I feel about the substance of this. I think we should have very strong conflicts of interest regulations. I've said before that I think we've had issues with conflicts of interest. As you told me at the time, Mike, that was just my opinion. But apparently people had opinions about it a few years ago, too. That's really all I'd say. But this is just so... I'd hope we wouldn't... $1,128, we're the only ones holding Chancellor Block accountable. The only ones. Why are there even administrators on this committee? Why is it not an entirely student committee? Are you paying a student services fee, Mike? Are you paying one, Karen? No. I mean... maybe I've said enough, but this is, you can't hide this. People are going to find out about this. And if maybe it doesn't seem like a big deal, but I think if you paid the $1,128, it starts seeming like a little bit bigger of a deal. My name is Zach Fisher, and I approve this message. Please vote on my UCLA from April 10th to April 16th, and visit ZachFisher.com, that's ZAKFISHER.com, for more. Thank you.
And now here's Zach Fisher, the graduate student representative at the